Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna. I am a yoga and bar instructor as well as an occupational therapy student. I'm so glad you're here, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. It helps out the channel a ton. Plus then you get notified when I release new videos, so stay in the know. Today's class is by popular request. It is a core flow. This is a kind of practice that I started to do organically in the pandemic, where it's not traditional yoga per se. There is flow in this class, but there's also a little bit more plank work thrown in there and a little bit more belly up core work in there as well. This started to happen when during the pandemic I wasn't sure if I wanted to work out or if I wanted to do yoga. And I was also a little tight on time. I just kind of wanted to move my body in a way that I felt like I was working hard, but I was also feeling good. So this is where that class comes from, and I hope you enjoy it. You really don't need anything for a class, just a yoga mat or some kind of surface where you can do the movements. And once you're ready, I will see you there. All right, hey y'all, let's get started. Lying down on our backs. So we will actually start in Supta Baddha Konasana. As you recline, you'll bring the soles of the feet together, the knees open to the sides. Feel free to, if you want to prop some pillows under the knees, that's always an option. Laying one hand on the heart and one hand on the belly. Close your eyes. Really let your body become heavy here. Let's begin to ground into the space together. Really easy inhale through your nose, filling up. Open mouth exhale. Let's do that one more time. Deep, big belly breath in. Open mouth exhale, let it go. Releasing your day so far. Class today will challenge our strength, right? It's a core focus flow. So I just invite you, as we move throughout class, to really encourage yourself. Stay in the moment with yourself and see if you can bring an intensity without strain or without judgment or negative self-talk. Let's just stay here, grounding down. One more inhale. One more exhale. Slowly blink the eyes to open if they were closed. Let's get started. So place the feet flat on the floor. The knees can be bent. Notice if your low back is in its natural arch. For the sake of this core work, let's find a little bit of a tuck through the pelvis. Feel the back of the hips stamp to the ground. Interlace your hands behind your head, and then start to lift head, neck, and shoulders off of the mat. Your elbows are nice and wide, head is heavy in your hands. Stack your knees over your hips. Keep lifting in the low tips of the shoulder blades. Let's tap the right toe down, coming back to center, and the left toe taps down and lifts. Good, so we'll tap and lift, tap and lift. So inhale as you come down, exhale as you come up, right? These can be inhales through the nose, open mouth exhales. Optionally down with the arms by your sides, or maybe you place your hands under the tailbone in a diamond shape. Just keep really rooting the belly button, pushing the navel down into your spine. Great job, right? We are getting right to work right away. You are absolutely crushing it. Hang on to this for 4. For 3. Nice. Belly button pushes down. 2 more. Let's do 1 more. And now you're holding it up. Bring the feet together. The knees are bent. The knees are separated. Low tips of the shoulder blades lift. Inhale, lowering both legs down, and then exhale, scooping back up. Yep, so we're going to go down for 2 and lift for 2. Other options are always available to you with arms by your sides or hands under the tailbone. Good. Breathe in as you do it and relaxing your face. Oh yeah, feeling that burn, and we're not even 5 minutes into class. Every time you are lifting your legs, I want you to feel like your low abs are really pulling up and in. Keep crushing it, y'all, for 4 more. 3 more. And then I want you to hold your legs up and lifted. We're going to go for 2 more right here. Down and up. Okay, so now flex your feet, bring the heels together, separate the toes. Stretch your legs on the long diagonal, and then bend your knees again. So we stretch to the diagonal, bend and pull in. Nice. If the hands are behind the head, keep re-engaging through the upper abs to lift the low tips of the shoulder blades. I want you to feel the back of your pelvis and the back of your ribs stamping down onto your mat. Yep, let's get after it. Awesome. Final 5. Long diagonal here for 4. Let's see if that diagonal can get a little lower. 3 more, and then you get a break, really pressing through the heels. 2 more. Awesome. Last 1. Fully stretch out. And then pulling in, rest. Draw the knees to your chest. Maybe rock from side to side here on the hips, relaxing your face. Slowing down your breath. Maybe taking a couple knee circles here. Bringing just a little bit of movement through the pelvis, through the hips. And then as you're ready, let's all meet in a tabletop so you can rock up to a tabletop position or just roll through one side. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, inhaling through a cow pose, lifting the tail and your heart. Exhale, cat pose, round your back, press the heart towards the ceiling. Inhale, cow pose, lifting the chest, maybe the gaze. Exhale, cat, dome the spine, head is heavy. 2 more here. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat, really lengthening your breath. Last one. Inhale, cow, lifting the heart a little higher. Exhale, cat. Finding a neutral spine. Let's take a couple big body circles going in one direction. So just really shifting the weight across the wrist, spreading the fingers wide. And then a couple big body circles in the other direction, grabbing your mat with your hands. We're just doing that little bit of a wrist warm up to prepare our body for some planks. Spoiler alert, we're doing planks. Now turn your hands out to the side, keep spreading the fingers, and we're just doing a little bit of a weight shift, going from side to side here. Just preparing the hands, getting them a little more used to weight bearing. Turning the fingers to face the knees. The palms are still on the ground. Soften the elbows as the elbow creases face forward. Breathing with it as you do it. I know it can be a little intense. We'll do this next wrist stretch, so just resetting. We're going to do one hand at a time. I'm actually moving my knees a little closer to my wrist to help me. Let's take your right palm. Fingers will face the knees, but now your palm will face up. Good. Soften the elbow crease. I know. That's why I do this one at a time. Very intense wrist stretch. Then switching out your side so the right hand comes back to center. Left palm faces up. Fingers will face the knees. The closer your knees are to your hands, the less intense this wrist stretch will be. Great. Letting that go. Finding your tabletop again. So now you'll tuck the toes, hover the knees off the ground. This is called a hovering tabletop. It's called a bear pose. If you want some more stability, take your feet out wider, almost mats width distance apart. And now we're going to start some thigh taps. Tapping opposite hand to opposite thigh. And then this is just going to light your core and your shoulders on fire. Keep your hips in line with your shoulders. Imagine you are just like a beautiful coffee table and you're balancing something really nice. So squeezing your hip points together, keep your low belly firming to your low back. Your core is super duper stable here. Trunk is super stable here. Let's go team for 4. High plank in 3. Last 2. Nice and strong. 1 more. Step it back to plank. Good deep breath in here. Big exhale, down dog, reaching your hips up and back. Nice. Let this down dog feel really good as you extend your spine. Feel free to jog the knees a couple times, maybe sway your hips a little bit. Just let your breath extend a little longer as well. From your down dog, let's shift back to plank, and I actually want you to do this with your knees down. We're going to do some chaturanga push-ups. Further prepare us for some plank work, all right? So as you're ready, let's bend the elbows halfway, squeezing the triceps in. Let's bend the elbows all the way, coming up back to halfway, and then coming up to arms straight, all right? So let's do that 2 more times. You'll inhale to a low push-up, elbows bent halfway, and then bend the elbows all the way. Exhale to bend up to half. Exhale to press all the way up. Good. So inhale, lower halfway, lower all the way. Exhale, come up halfway, and exhale, come up all the way. Good job. That was a chaturanga push-up. Make your way back to downward facing dog, sending the hips up really nice and high here. Shift your gaze now to your hands, looking forward. Walk it up to a ragdoll fold. The feet will slowly make your way up to your wrists. The feet will be about hips width distance apart as you bend your knees a ton. Just let the torso hang down nice and heavy. Perhaps reconnecting to encouraging yourself here, speaking kindly to yourself. Continuing to show up with your best effort, whatever that may be and however that may be for you today. From this ragdoll shape, let's walk your left hand to the center of your mat, so like under your nose. Bend your left knee. You'll inhale to send the right arm high, find a little ragdoll twist. Maybe you're doing some wrist circles in that twist, a little bit more love for your wrist. We'll change out sides. Right hand comes down, right knee bends. Inhale, sending the left arm high, ragdoll twisting here. Maybe you're doing a little bit of wrist circles, a little more wrist love in this twist. Really nice, everybody. Back through center through your ragdoll. And I want you to bring the feet together so big toes will touch. Inhale to find a flat back, a halfway lift. Let the hands press against the shins, stretching your spine forward with a flat back as you inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold, melting down. Take an inhale. Let's find mountain pose Tadasana. Rise to stand, reach your arms up overhead, and breathing for a moment here. Aim your tailbone towards your heels. Stack the shoulders over your hips. Turn your pinkies towards each other. Take a nice inhale here. Extend the spine up. You'll exhale to a baby back bend. Bend the elbows to 90 degrees. Bump the hip points forward, lift your heart up to the ceiling. Inhale, rise back through center. Exhale, forward fold, bend your knees generously as you release down. Inhale to a flat back halfway lift, then exhale, take it back to plank, and we're gonna do some very mindful mountain climbers. So pulling one knee and then the other knee into your chest. Breathing as you do this, friends. We're going for 8, 7, 6. Keep your hips in line with the shoulders. Nice. Last 2. You're back to plank in 1. Inhale, finding your plank. I'm lowering to my knees for this. Exhale, chaturanga. Bend your elbows to 90 degrees. Keep looking forward. Inhale, upward facing dog, flip to the tops of your feet, lift the kneecaps off the ground, shoulders roll together and down your back. Right, the other option here, friends, is for baby cobra, hugging the elbows in, rooting the tailbone down. Sip of air, breathing in. Exhale, pressing back to downward facing dog. Right, you have options, you have modifications available to you for that chaturanga to up dog variation. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale, travel to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, stretch the spine forward. Exhale, forward fold. So a little bit of flow to get it going. Inhale, rise to stand, arms up. Exhale, baby back bend, heart to sky. Inhale, rise through center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, planting your hand, step it back, going right into your slow mindful mountain climbers, dragging your knee into your chest with lots of intention. All right, y'all, you're here for 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep it up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. You'll inhale back to plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog, shoulders roll together and down. Big exhale, down dog, hips to sky. Fully breathing in and out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Let's breathe a little deeper as you inhale, rise up, second round of flow. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping through plank. Here we go, round 2, round 3. Mountain climbers, but we're making it intentional, feeling the power of the center of your core, pulling it into the center of your spine and upwards towards your ribs. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog, lift your kneecaps. Exhale, downward facing dog, take it back. Huge inhale here, filling up with a wave of breath. Open mouth, exhale, letting go. You'll inhale, look forward, exhale, front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Big toes touch. A little bit of space between your heels. Inhale, chair pose, bend your knees, drop the hips back and down. Breathing here. Relax your toes. We're getting a lot of weight back into the heels. Soften the tops of your shoulders. The arms can always come in front of you. The arms can always be joined, hands at heart center. Taking one more full inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. So let's step it back to plank, breathing in. And then as you exhale, forearm plank, lower down. Inhale, plank, coming back to your hands, and then exhale, lower. So we're doing some plank up downs here, not a ton. I just want you to keep squeezing the hip points together, stabilize through the pelvis and through your core. Take a deep breath in, finding your high plank again. Exhale, down dog, taking it back. Big inhale now, send the right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step the right foot forward between your hands, right? That's a big step. Inhale, high crescent lunge, stack your shoulders over your hips. Reach your arms up overhead, breathing here. Dial the front of the left hip forward. Feel the power of your abdominals here, so the core is hugging towards your spine and upwards towards your chest. Align the top of the head towards the ceiling like an open, spacious dome. Nice focus, everybody. Staying with it, one more inhale. Exhale, let's move through your chaturanga. Plant the hands, step the right foot back and bend your elbows. Inhale, back bend your way. Exhale, down dog. We got the left side now. You'll inhale, send the left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Big step all the way forward between the hands. Inhale, coming up, high crescent lunge, stacking shoulders over hips, arms reaching towards the ceiling. This is a big hip flexor stretch here. I'm always a big fan of finding any amount of bend in the back leg. I'll just bring you that extra length in the low back. Squeeze your hip points together to feel that brace through your deeper core. Energize the fingertips, feeling that inhale in. Exhale, moving through your chaturanga. I'm going to do this on my knees. Inhale, back bend your way, right? Option for up dog or cobra. Big exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in that encouragement to yourself. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, you'll look forward. Exhale, travel to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. So we're going to flow this all together. Inhale, chair pose, sitting back into the heels. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. You'll plant the hands, inhale to plank, and exhale, forearm plank. Inhale, walk it back up, push the floor away. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high lunge, lifting the heart, lifting the arms. Exhale, chaturanga. Keep squeezing the elbows by your rib cage. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high lunge using your whole inhale breath. Exhale, high to low plank your way. Inhale, back bend your way. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, y'all, round 2. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, right? Keep showing up for yourself. Inhale, chair pose, right? Bringing that inner intensity. Exhale, forward fold, right? But from a place of ease and balance. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, planting your hands. You'll inhale it back to plank. Exhale to forearm plank, lower. Inhale, walk it up, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, full inhale, send the right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high lunge, powerful breath, powerful movement. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, high to low plank. Keep extending your breath. Inhale, back bend your way, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome job, yogis. Big, big inhale here. Wave of breath in. Open mouth, exhale, wave of breath out. Inhale, look forward, and exhale, come to a seated position. All right, y'all, so you've been doing amazing so far. You can't see it, but I'm sweaty. We are going to lay down. We got a little bit more core work to go, right? But let's keep encouraging ourselves, encouraging each other through this. You'll lay on your back, soles of the feet together, knees wide. Press your low back into the floor. Hands interlaced behind the head, lifting up through head, neck, shoulders. And we're actually just going to start with a pulsing crunch here. So lifting the chest up an inch and down an inch. Your head is heavy in your hands, and hands are heavy against your head, creating a little bit of space between your chin and your sternum. Feeling that strong connection of your belly button anchoring down into your spine and your low back. Keep it up, team. For 3, 2, full range in 1. Here we go. Let's lift and lower for 6. Awesome. For 5. Good. 4 more. And then we'll start a pattern. So you're going to give me 3 little pulses and then 1 count to lower down. Good. So just 1 more full range here. Lift, lower. Now we pulse, 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 lower, down. Good. Exhale, lift, lift, lift. Inhale, lower. Yep, it's going to get real spicy for your upper abs here. I know it's intense. Lift, 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 inhale, lower. Yes, you're gonna do that 4 more times here. Good, big inhale, lower, exhale, lift, 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 and lower. I think you got 2 more. Really trying to lift the low tips of the shoulder blades, getting the chest really high. 1 more here, big lift, 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 and lower. Nice job. Taking a break here. Placing the feet on the floor, maybe windshield wiper the knees from side to side. All right, 2 more core exercises. Stack the knees over the hips, shins parallel to the ground, hands behind your head, lifting up. Left elbow, right knee, and right elbow to left knee. Friends, it is a static bicycle. We're not adding in our legs just yet. Just turning your torso, turning the rib cage from side to side. Nice. For 8, 7, 6, keep focus on turning through your torso. For 4, 3, adding your legs in 2, in 1. So here we go, twisting side to side, and now we got a full bicycle here. The challenge is to really send your opposite heel long and low as your low back keeps rooting into the floor. Yep, let's get after it, y'all. Keeping those open mouth exhales to help you power your movement as you twist. Here we go for 6, for 5, awesome. In 4, I want you to hold left elbow to right knee in 2 more sets. Good, we're gonna go for 1 more. Now holding left elbow to right knee, your left knee will bend and extend. So it's knee over hip, and then finding that low diagonal. Good, navel firms into the ground, back of your hips press into the ground. You're here for 4. Awesome, switching sides in 3. Keep holding your twist for 2. Right elbow, left knee in 1. Switching sides, right elbow, left knee. And now your right knee will bend and extend. Awesome. You're turning your right rib cage towards your left inner thigh, firming low belly into your lower back. You can do it, team. I believe in you. You're gonna give me 8 more nice and strong here. 7, and bend. 6, awesome. 5, working super duper hard for 4. You'll get a break in 3. Keep holding that strong twist, team. 2 more. Out and in. Last one. Out and in. Release. Hug your knees to your chest. Relaxing the body for a moment before you head into your final little bit of core work. So here we go. You'll flex your feet, extend your legs up to the ceiling. Arms will be down by your sides. Maybe the hands are under the tailbone in a diamond. Other option, hands behind the head, elbows wide, lifting up through head, neck, shoulders. You'll exhale to lift, to press the tailbone to the sky, and inhale, lowering down. It's a really controlled hip lift. That's all we're doing. Just like we did those slow mountain climbers, it's like you're taking out momentum and just powering this movement by feeling the pit of your belly pull into the center of your spine and up towards your ribs. You are in the home stretch of your effort. Keep encouraging yourself through this. Big push. Last 5, 4, 3. Feeling the core scooping up and in. 2. Last one here. Lift and lower. Good job, y'all. Knees into your chest, hands on the knees, maybe rocking from side to side or drawing some big circles here. You made it. We get to cool off. Just finding a couple knee circles in one direction and changing it out. Couple knee circles here in the other direction. Slowing down your breath. Once you draw the knees back into your chest, we will rock up to a tabletop. And so we will set up for one of my favorite stretches for the front of the shoulder. It's a reverse table. So your fingers will face in the same direction as your toes. Find a little bit of softness in the elbows. And then inhale to lift the hips up. So option to keep the gaze forward. Maybe you start to lift the gaze. Maybe you let the head go. Keep pointing the toes forward, pressing down through the heel, the big toe mounds, lifting up through the back of the hips. Breathing in here. Exhale, slowly release down. So that's a really nice stretch to do if you do a lot of plank work. Meeting me now in a tabletop. Let's set up for puppy pose or anahatasana. Keep your hips where they are, but now begin to walk your arms forward and rest the forehead down on the floor. So it's like the torso is just melting out of the hips like honey oozing from a jar. Breathing in and out. Take your time. You'll slowly press back up to a tabletop and then make your way down onto your stomach. Send the right arm out in line with the shoulder. Turn your gaze to the left, and then you'll turn your body open to the left. So the left hand's going to be in front of your chest or your shoulder. Option to also bend the left knee and place the left foot on the floor. So this is a stretch for your right chest. Letting your head be really heavy here. Neck is relaxed. Just breathing into the right side of the chest. You'll slowly roll back onto your stomach, and then we'll do that on the other side. So for the sake of my space and how this shows up on the video, I'm just going to turn my body around. So again, now the left arm will be out in line with the shoulder like a T. Your right hand will be on the floor. Turn your gaze to the right, and then you're also going to open up your body to the right. You have the option to bend the right knee, placing your foot flat on the floor. It's just a nice little stretch for the left side of the chest here, the front of the left shoulder. Again, this can be a really nice stretch to do if you do a lot of plank work. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly rolling back onto your stomach and coming up and around. We'll meet on our backs. Bend your knees, place the feet flat on the floor, and just open your arms into a goalpost shape. Bump your hips to the right and just let your knees drop to the left. Feel free to have the eyes closed. Turning your gaze or turning the head to the right here. Really beginning to let effort drain away. You'll come back to center and find the other side. Hips bump to the left, knees drop to the right, turning your head to the left here. Melting the shoulder blade down onto the floor. Continuing to show up for yourself, to acknowledge your best effort, and to start to release some of that effort. Bringing yourself back to center. Just finding a really easy, happy baby. Bend the knees. Reaching in between the knees to hold on to the outsides of the shins, the ankles or feet. Maybe you hold the backs of the thigh bones here. Soften your belly. Soften the jaw. Breathing in. Full exhale out. Hug your knees into your chest. Lift the forehead to the knees, giving yourself an embrace, squeezing everything in. Big inhale. Exhale, releasing out into Shavasana. The legs flop down by your sides. Turn the palms up. Maybe close your eyes here. I think yoga can teach us how to show up for ourselves when we bring intensity, to bring that intensity without strain. And then how we show up for ourselves in bringing ourselves space, peace, and rest. Becoming even more receptive. Acknowledging your effort and letting it go. Feel free to stay here as long as you want. We'll join the hands together in prayer, uniting the thumbs between your brows. Thank you so much for practicing with me, for carving out time for yourself. Stay in Shavasana as long as you need. I'll see you again soon.